What did he say wrong? Well, for one, he starts off his video saying that behavior has hit me with copyright strikes. As of now, behavior has never hit me with a copyright strike. So that's not true. Let's see. What else did he say? Oh, he said that I have 20 different YouTube channels that are all revolved around me cheating in different games. Well, it's true that I have several YouTube channels in the approximately 20-ish in that ballpark.
Dang.
But this is my only gaming channel. The rest have nothing to do with gaming whatsoever. And he puts out there for everybody that all my channels are channels where I cheat in all different video games. So it's just funny how he just makes up things out of nowhere, and then they become some kind of, I don't know, they're not really fact, but people think they are. And then people like his fans, they don't watch me or hear anything that I say. All they do is listen to him. So then they come and regurgitate the stuff that he says as if it's factual. So, I mean, that's just an example. His viewers were so against your YouTube. What did he say wrong? Okay, my bad. I watch you on YouTube. It's probably obvious why. But what I find even most interesting, maybe not most, but very interesting, is that I'm not active on Twitter. I went on Twitter under like a sock account, just like a fake account. Not fake, but like just a nothing account. And the only reason I went on there was because one of the methods of, what do you say, like appealing to YouTube is you need to reach out to them on Twitter.
Oh God.
So I just went under an account that has really nothing on it to tweet out to YouTube to try to get some action and some answers concerning all the stuff that's happening with my YouTube channel. And I think it's funny that someone like this guy is able to find my like nothing Twitter account that has nothing on it. That's not even under my, it wasn't even under Trolling Prophet, and somehow get screenshots of my tweets, which are like the only tweets I've ever done because I'm not active on Twitter. It's like, what is he, stalking me? Does he really have nothing better to do than to like search me up and find me? Honestly, to be fair, I don't think that's the case. I think that all his little sheep, his little puppets are the ones that are doing that for him and then just relaying the information to him and being like, oh, here's what Trolling Prophet said now, or what he's done, or, you know, they're all like his little slaves that do his dirty work for him and then report back to him and say, here's what we found, boss. Even though we're not getting paid for it, here's the work we did for you. Big Daddy, Master Douche. But I just find that interesting because like I don't even have a presence on Twitter.
Wait.
And yet he's found it. It's not that hard to find someone on Twitter. Yeah, but it wasn't even under my name.
Oh God.
It was just a nothing account that he's found. I'm not saying it's hard to find someone, but it's like it had nothing connected to Trolling Prophet whatsoever. So somebody or multiple people are literally just hunting after me, stalking me, looking for me. Like the people that hate me so much are apparently so obsessed that they have no other purpose in life, or at least this is one of their biggest purposes in life, is to come after me. Like, for instance, people here in the chat right now, like right here, I'm sure some of them are just haters. And all they're here for is, I don't know, maybe to just get something else to report back to SpooknJukes. Be like, here's what he did now. Here's what he said now. Let's see, what else did he make up, and what else did he get wrong, or what else did he lie about? Things like me saying that the reason I'm hacking is to get back at behavior and punish them and things like that. All kinds of stuff in his first video. He put like almost everything he said was he was putting words in my mouth. What he did was he took clips of my videos.
What the heck is happening?
I don't know what they're doing over there. He took clips of my videos of me saying things and completely took them out of context and just took sections of things I was saying and then recreated the context to it in the form of a straw man argument. So he would take words that I said, but then make me say them in a certain context that I wasn't saying them. And so essentially he was just making up things that I said. And there's no way you accidentally do that. It was all like intentional, deliberately deceptive. But nobody's going to know that because they're just going to watch his videos and hear what he said, and then they're going to hear the clips of me. I mean, it's like the same thing that CNN does.
Oh, are you serious, Chucky?
Hmm?
I can't believe he found me right after I got healed.
It's like the same stuff that the fake news does, and they did it to Donald Trump like every day, all day for the past many years, since like, I don't know, at least since 2016, where all they do is just like take things he says out of context and make him say things that he's not saying, you know? He'll be like, well, I can't even say it, but he'll say something like, I love all people. I especially love these people. They have a special place in my heart. And then they'll re-edit it and turn it into him saying like, I can't stand these people and I think that they should all be put in the oven, you know? And then they'll report it as if it's a fact that he said it. I'm just using him as an example, but this just happens all the time with news and politicians and such. It's just fake news. How did y'all even meet? I never met him. That's the thing. He never came to me, asked me a question, interviewed me, asked me anything about anything that I've said. He just took my videos out of context and made me say things I wasn't saying, and then presented it to tens of thousands of people, if not more, and people just ate it up because it came from his mouth. And they're like, oh, well, this must be factual because he made a video on it. Which, I mean, at the end of the day, I really don't care. I just think it's interesting that somebody can be so preoccupied with someone they've never even met or had a conversation with. It kind of sounds like a slight obsession. But then again, you know, he needs content. He is a content creator, and I'm honored that he sees the potential in me, or at least in using me to make his content, because he apparently can't come up with much of anything original on his own. And that's fine. Like, I'm actually, you know, I see that as a compliment, even though he's not trying to compliment me. All it really means is that he's not very entertaining without someone like me to help him. And his music is generic crap rock too. Because somebody sent it to me and they're like, oh, did you know this is his band? And I listened to it and I'm like, wow, that just sounds like the most generic crap rock there is. Not that they're not talented. I'm not going to say like the band isn't talented. Like, they sound very well produced and the musicality's there. It's just the style of music is just as generic and boring and unoriginal as his content on YouTube. Anyway, that's just my opinion of that. That's just extra. Doesn't really mean anything. But it just shows a pattern of his unoriginality and his generic creations. Cheating and complaining gotta be a new low. No one's complaining. I don't know at what point like you find somebody just talking or giving opinions or saying things or even spitting facts as complaining. There's really no complaint here whatsoever. Somebody asked me a question. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is exactly what I'm talking about, right? So I sat here, somebody asked me a question like, oh, what has he said that was wrong? And I sit here and explain that. And then somebody else takes that and says, oh, you're complaining. So it's like I would have not even said anything if I wasn't asked that question. But yet they'll take that and say, oh, look at him complaining about this. And that's exactly, like, they just proved exactly my point of what I'm saying, is that when somebody takes something that you say and makes you say something that you're not saying. So thank you for proving my point. I mean, people are free to twist my words if they want. I'm not even complaining about it. I'm just saying what it is. I'm just saying what it is for those people who actually have a brain and want to know or hear it. You know, I'm assuming that the person who asked the question in the chat, I don't know if they legitimately wanted an answer, but when people ask me a question, I assume they want an answer. And so that's all I'm doing. I'm just explaining the answer to what they're saying. I'm not even complaining about it. He's free to do whatever he wants. Like, that's just, you know, it's like the least of my worries. I find it funny because all it really seems to do is bring more attention to my channel, even though he's like trying to hide. Whoops, I'm dead. No, I'm not. I'm out. Yeah, even though he's trying to gain views off of things that he knows are interesting, like hacking in games. So he's trying to use me as content without giving anything back, like without saying, oh, this is who I'm talking about. But people still know who he's talking about. Sounds like a lot of complaining because that's what you want to hear. Like, that's what you want to hear. So do you understand, like, in life, people believe what they want to believe. You could tell them, you know, I love the color blue. And what they want to hear is, oh, you must hate the color red. But it's like, no, what I said was I love the color blue. But what they interpreted was like, well, if he loves the color blue, he must hate the color red. And, you know, that's pretty much it in a nutshell. People hear what they want to hear. They believe what they want to believe. It doesn't matter. You could explain till you're blue in the face. You can give them reason, logic, explanations, and everything. If they don't want to listen to you, they're not going to listen to you. If they want to hate you, they're going to hate you. If they, like, whatever they want to believe about you, they're going to believe about you. That's just how it is. You know, you could plead your case or whatever, but I'm not talking to those people. I'm talking to the people that actually want to hear. You're always going to have, like, in your audience, you're going to have the people that want to hear, and then you're going to have the people that are there just to hate you. And you can't please everyone. So it's like, I just said stuff and someone out there hears it as like, oh, okay, that makes sense. that's a different perspective. I didn't see it that way. But then somebody else is like, oh, all I hear is a lot of complaining. You know, that's what they hear because that's all they want to hear. They don't like me from the start. That's it, you know? Keep saying stuff like this as of like, you're doing nothing wrong though. Like, of course, people, I don't know, you're spamming a bunch of stuff. Hold on. Well, am I doing something wrong? Can you prove that I'm doing something wrong? I took a look at his profile. He actually says bad things about a lot of people. Are you talking about SpooknJukes? Like, his whole channel is about just bashing other people. That's it. Plenty of cheaters to hate on. I mean, you know, I can understand saying I don't like people cheating because it ruins a game that I really like. Okay, I can understand that. But when you say everyone who cheats is a piece of trash as a human being, you know, that's a big leap in your conclusion.